The village was peaceful, a haven of tranquility where time seemed to slow down. Green fields stretched far and wide, painting a picture of endless beauty. Arav loved his village. He loved his Dadi more, her presence a comforting constant in his life. Dadi's stories filled his days with wonder, each tale more enchanting than the last. Her warm hugs chased away any fear, wrapping him in a cocoon of love. They would sit under the banyan tree, its shade a sanctuary from the sun. Dadi would tell stories of brave kings and cunning foxes, her voice bringing the characters to life. Arav would listen, eyes wide with excitement, his imagination soaring with each word. Life was simple, life was good, filled with the joys of everyday moments. Arav loved helping Dadi with chores, feeling a sense of pride in their shared tasks. Fetching water from the well, collecting firewood, each chore an adventure. Dadi would hum old tunes while they worked, her melodies a soothing backdrop to their day. Her voice soothed Arav's young heart, filling him with a deep sense of peace. In the evenings they would eat dinner under the stars, the night sky, their dining room. Dadi would say, "Look, Arav, the stars are watching over us," her words a gentle reminder of their bond. Arav felt safe, loved and protected, his world perfect in its simplicity. One day, everything changed. Dadi fell ill. The doctor came, his face grim. Arav felt a knot in his stomach. He held Dadi's hand, her touch weak. She smiled faintly at him. Then she was gone. A heavy silence fell upon the house. The banyan tree stood still, its leaves rustling no more. The village mourned Dadi. Everyone gathered for her funeral. Arav sat numbly, watching the flames consume the pyre. He felt lost, alone. His world, once filled with Dadi's stories, was now shrouded in silence. He missed her warm hugs, her soothing voice. The stars at night seemed cold and distant. One night, Arav woke with a start. The clock struck midnight. He felt a chill run down his spine. A familiar voice echoed in the silence. Arav. It was Dadi calling his name. He sat up, his heart pounding. The voice came again, closer this time. "Arav, come to me!" He got out of bed, drawn by the voice. He tiptoed out of the house, into the night. The village was asleep, bathed in moonlight. The voice led him on, towards the edge of the village, towards the cremation ground. Fear gnawed at Arav's insides, but he couldn't resist the call. Dadi was calling him. He had to go. The air grew heavy as Arav neared the cremation ground. The sun had just dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows that seemed to dance around him. The smell of burnt wood hung in the air, mingling with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. His heart pounded in his chest, each beat echoing louder in the oppressive silence. He saw a faint figure amidst the shadows, its form barely discernible in the dim light. "Dadi?" he whispered, his voice trembling and barely audible. As if afraid to disturb the stillness, the figure turned and Arav's blood ran cold. It wasn't Dadi. It was something far more sinister. It was a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing in the dark, piercing through the gloom. Arav gasped and turned to run, his instincts screaming at him to flee. The figure glided towards him, its laughter echoing through the night, sending chills down his spine. Arav ran as fast as his legs could carry him, his breath coming in ragged gasps, his mind racing with fear. He could hear the figure's chilling laughter behind him, growing louder with each passing second. He stumbled and fell, his eyes filled with terror as he hit the ground hard. He closed his eyes, bracing himself for the inevitable, his heart pounding in his ears. When Arav opened his eyes, he was in his bed. The familiar surroundings of his room greeted him, but something felt different. Sunlight streamed through the window, casting a warm glow that seemed to whisper secrets of the morning. Had it all been a dream? The vivid memories of the night before lingered in his mind, making him question reality. He got up, still shaken by the intensity of his dreams. Each step felt heavy, as if the weight of his thoughts anchored him. He went outside, the village bustling with life. The sounds of morning activities filled the air, grounding him in the present. He saw the banyan tree, its leaves rustling gently in the wind. It stood as a silent witness to countless memories. He went to Dadi's favorite spot under the tree, a place where she often shared her wisdom and stories. He closed his eyes, remembering her warmth, her stories. Each memory was a treasure, a piece of her that he held dear. He felt a gentle breeze caress his cheek like Dadi's loving touch, reassuring him that she was still with him, in spirit. He opened his eyes, a single tear rolling down his cheek. It was a tear of both sorrow and solace. He knew somehow that Dadi was at peace. Her spirit was free, and that brought him a sense of calm. The village elders gathered for the final rituals for Dadi's soul. Their presence was a testament to her impact on the community. They chanted prayers, the sound soothing Araf's heart. Each word was a balm, healing the wounds of loss. He looked up at the sky, a new sense of peace washing over him. The vast expanse above seemed to hold promises of hope. Dadi might be gone, but her love, her stories would always remain. They were etched in his heart, forever a part of his being, whispering in the wind, shining in the stars, forever a part of him. Her legacy lived on in every breath he took.